What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of PSR. Today we have something interesting. This is a Glock, and yes, it looks like a Glock. Gen 3, got the finger grooves, but something a little different about it is that it is chambered in 45 ACP. It's a Glock 21, and the cool thing about it is I got it for pretty damn cheap. It's a surplus Glock that came from a police department. And no, I didn't take it out of the back of a cruiser. I bought it used and it was $275. Very cheap. And we're going to see how this is because I've actually never ever shot. Oh wow, there's a little cute green spider on the back of it. So this is a Glock 21 and I've never shot anything but a 9mm Glock. So 45 ACP, I want to see how it is out of a Glock. So I've never shot it before. We're going to shoot the very first shots, see how it is, and we're going to see how it compares to the Glock 17. First though, I got to thank KAK Industry for being the channel sponsor for PSR. They are a great channel sponsor. Why? Because they support me, but also because they make really great parts for not that much money, and they're made right here in the USA. So I would never, ever, ever go to KAK Industries website, which I can't say here on YouTube, and I would never ever use the code PSR for 10% off your entire order. Don't do that. So thank you KAK for sponsoring this channel. All right, so this spider is gonna wanna hop off the thick Glock, I think, because it's gonna reciprocate. Oh, now it's on me. Whoa, you're flying, dude. Whoa. Well, that spider's literally flying. That's crazy. He's like got his, whoa, dude. He's got his wings out. No fucking way, dude. Dude, he's like 20 feet in the air right now. This little green spider. That's crazy, dude. What the fuck? That's gangster, actually. That's fucking sick.
All right, guys, a quick moment for education here. I did a little research after my little encounter with the spider, which I thought was really fucking cool, as you could tell. I found out that this is a green crab spider. Its scientific name is Mizumasis oblongus. If you want to look into it more, it's pretty neat. They do fly. This was not an abnormal thing, but they send out a web. They don't make webs to catch prey, but they send out a web, and they float and use the web to guide themselves in the air, which is so cool. It just decided to send itself off my Glock in that particular moment, and now we know what kind of spider it is. So shouts out to the green crab spider, and back to the episode.
So this is a Glock 17. It's got a Strike Industries slide. It's a Gen 4, so it doesn't have the finger grooves quite the same as the Gen 3. This was actually the very first Glock I ever bought, so it does hold some sentimental value. But the Glock 17, as you know, 9mm, smaller cartridge than the big old thick 45 ACP we have here. And the 9mm has been adopted by a lot of police departments. They've really gone away from these thicker, bigger cartridges like 40 and 45 ACP. So you'll find these, a lot of the time you can find these, if you have a local gun store that works with the police department, they will sell these used, and you can get them for pretty damn cheap. So these kits can go for anywhere between $200 and $300, and might as well just buy the whole gun, and that way you can actually put a 10mm slide on here. So it's the same exact frame as the Glock 20, which shoots 10mm. Very powerful, thick cartridge, which is always fun, and I would love to eventually do that and swap out the barrel and slide and put some 10mm in here. But the main difference here is capacity, obviously, and weight. So this is quite a thicker, chunkier, heavier boy than this guy. The Glock 17 is 17 rounds plus 1, and the Glock 21 is 13 rounds plus 1. So you're not getting as much capacity, and I think it's probably one of the reasons why these police departments switched. And it's also lighter weight, so you're carrying around a lot less weight, but you got more capacity. Smaller bullet, but I think they've chosen the 17 and the 19 and 9mm because of the weight reduction and the higher capacity. So actually I've never shot this before, so we're going to try shooting this for the very first time, and we're going to see if the recoil is really that much more significant, and we're going to see if this, you know, compares at all to this when I shoot it, how it feels and how it feels in my hand. I can tell you right now that actually the thicker grip on this thing and the bigger slide, while it is heavier, it does feel like it just fits my hand a bit better. So who knows? We're going to see how this feels. We're going to see the recoil impulse. I'm going to compare them side to side, and we will share our thoughts and conclusions and see why you might want to go to your local gun store and see if they have a cheap 45 ACP Glock for sale. All right, let's get into it. First shots on the Glock 21. Alrighty, here goes our first shots on the Glock 21. Let's see how she does. This is just normal brass case. I do have a mag of steel case, so we'll see how that does as well. All right, I wonder how much the recoil is going to be. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like crazy or... Let's do it, bud. Oh, it's not too bad. A little bit snappier than 9. I can feel the weight of the slide a bit more when it reciprocates, but... And we're out. All right. Interesting. I kind of like the way the grip feels. It's just meatier, it's chunkier in my hands, which doesn't feel bad. I think the Glock 21 grip feels really good in my hand. All right, now we're going to shoot the Glock 17, and we're going to see how it feels. Like I said, this is a Strike Industry slide. Love this slide. Very trick. We got some suppressor height sights on there. I don't have an optic on it, so we're just going to go iron sights here. Oh, wow. I was anticipating a little bit. The 9mm for sure is less felt recoil. I can definitely feel there's a little bit less muzzle climb. It's been a little while since I shot a Glock, so I kind of need a little bit of reacclimation, but we'll compare side to side a little bit more with some slow motion footage. But right now, definitely can feel how light this is compared to the Glock 21. Let's finish the mag out. Oh. Nice. Yeah, a lot less snappy than the 45 it feels. All right, well, I say we keep shooting this thing. All right, so now we got the 240 frames per second slow motion. We're gonna see how different these two guns are when we compare the recoil. Felt recoil is one thing, but you know, the actual physical recoil that we see from the video will tell us a lot. I'm gonna try to get it from a couple different angles. So let's test this. All right, here you go again from the front view. All right, so for our last comparison, I thought it would be neat to go Glocks akimbo and just see how each of these feels while I'm shooting in one hand. First, I'm going to start off with my dominant hand with the big old 45 and then the 9 in my left, and then I'll switch them and see how it looks on camera, if we can judge just one-handed what the recoil is like. All right, let's do it. Let's see if I can do it at the same time here. Oh yeah, okay, Glocks akimbo. Let's do this. Shit, bud. Should I try to shoot these at the same time? I'm shaking. I had a little caffeine this morning, so. Yeah, keyboard warriors are gonna crucify me. Wow, damn, my arm is shaking right now. Okay. All right. And we're out on this guy. Let's keep shooting this. All right. Nice. Well, hopefully when you're watching, you can see some kind of a difference. Let's switch hands. All right, round two. This time I got the 45 in the left and the 9 in the right. And we're gonna see, you know, how my left hand does with the 45 recoil. All right, let's give her, bud. Oh yeah, a bit more recoil. Wow, yeah, you can see this coming out. Let's give her one more time for good measure. Oh, not very accurate in my left. Sick. All right, well, I got one more thing in store for this guy. I say we try at distance. We try to shoot, see if we can hit this gong at around 100 yards, and we'll put some Firebird targets on there for good measure. Let's go. All right, you guys, for our last test, we're gonna see how the Glock 21 Police Surplus Edition does at around 100 yards. Maybe it's more like 90 yards. We got some Firebird targets, which are reactive targets, and they're the 65 bio ones. They make a big boom. If you haven't seen on my channel before, we've done a little bit of target practice with the Firebird targets before. I got a few of them down there. The gong is pretty big. We're gonna see how this is, because the bullet, the actual projectile in the 45 ACP, as you know, is a bit thicker, a bit heavier than your 9mm, so it's going to have a little bit of a different trajectory arc. So I might have to aim a little high to get this round to land on that gong from this distance. Oh, I forgot to mention also, before we shoot this thing, you like this chest rig? I think it's pretty nifty. It's by Moonlight Industries, and it's using the MO5 finish camo pattern. And this is one of my favorite camo patterns. It's a great fabric too. It's from Verusta Leica, but this is made by Moonlight Industries. And if you're interested in like buying one of these, let me know. It fits Glock mags, any kind of pistol caliber carbine mag, like CZ Scorpion mags, MP5 mags, whatever it is. If it's 9mm, it will probably fit. This we're thinking about selling, so let us know if you would be interested, and maybe we'll offer it. One thing that's neat about these very used Glocks is usually when you slam this mag into the mag well, the slide will close automatically, which is kind of neat because it's just a quicker reload. You don't have to rack it, so let's try it. Boom, there it is. You got one chambered. Fun fact. Damn. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, hit it. I'm hitting it. I think I might be a little low. So I'm gonna try to aim a little higher. I don't know how many rounds we got left. We only got a couple left, so come on now. Come on now. Whoa! Got her, bud. Oh yeah, I think that was like the second to last round too. Yes. Boom. Fuck yeah. All right, well, this has been a blast shooting this thing. I actually really like the 45 Glock. I like the Glock 21 more than I thought I would. I feel like I'm actually pretty accurate with it. When I was shooting the 17, sometimes I go low into the left, and for some reason with this thing, I don't know, I should be anticipating the recoil more because it's got a little bit more recoil, but I'm not as much with this, so I kind of like this thing. You know what would be neat is to do like a makeover with this, and like, I have a friend, Battlecock Tactical, who does framework, and he does incredible stippling, amazing work he does, and it would be cool to kind of like do a little transformation, like a little Cinderella, see how we can go from this ordinary, like kind of beat up police trade-in Glock to like a really nice Gucci Glock with like a RMR cut and like some slide cuts and some framework done to it and Cerakote and stuff. That would be pretty neat. But that'll have to be in another episode. This has been another one. This is PSR thanking you, of course, for watching. You guys are awesome. I love that you're watching the videos, and if you can like and subscribe, that'd be awesome, but no pressure. I hope you're having an amazing day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
When I saw you coming off the printer, I knew it was on. Yeah, you be looking so damn good, so I wrote you this song. Some people, they just don't understand. They look and they stare. Policeman, he stopped me, he said, son, what you got there? It's a Glock, yeah, the Glock. It's a Glock that's also a bomb. It's the Glock, yeah, the Glock. It's my Glock and it's also my bomb. The Glock, yeah, the Glock. It's a Glock that's also a bomb. The Glock.